Yo, what up? It's your boy Skywalker OG. I'm over here giving my boy Bigsley a hand. He says he don't need it, but we're gonna give him a hand anyways, cause he TP'd over here in the middle of all these CBX, and they were going ham on him for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what's out here real quick. Okay, maxed, near maxed, almost maxed. Both of them are almost maxed. Well, that's nuts. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna obviously throw out our Moto Salsa on that. And then we're gonna throw out our support group. And then we want to throw out our tank group. Now you see what I did? I made sure I wasn't being targeted there. And I'm gonna chase him down because he's gonna try to run away.
Isley pay no more tributes. I fight for my lost freedom.
And we need to get these set back up.
We must conquer or die. We must conquer or die.
And then who else did I have, man? And my Uzi Scipio.
We must conquer or die.
If you can tell what we're doing is we're trying to keep our
We must conquer or die.
tank and our support
We
taking the
must conquer
focus
or die.
and try to keep them off our nukes. That's what the whole goal is here. That's cool. Sniping's actually smart. But I'm a tank, so it doesn't really matter. Once my Moto gets over there, yeah, exactly. He doesn't really want to fight that.
We must conquer or die. We must conquer or die. We must conquer or die.
Now we're gonna switch because we're on his tank, and we don't want that at all. We want to be on his. We want to be on his Moto. We don't want to be on his tank at all. We want to be on his Moto. That's where we want to be. Right there. On that Moto. We want to make sure we're staying up on our heels because of our Boudica and our support. And we're just going to keep firing off on them. And they're being smart. I mean, it's aggravating, but they're being very smart by keeping on diving back and everything. now we need a recall. We need to get out of here, or they will kill us. That's too many of them. Alright, so let's check some reports, see how we did. I don't think I did too bad till the end. The end, I think I did really bad. No, that wasn't too bad. Actually, none of this is bad. That's bad. No, that's too bad. That's not too bad. None of them are really bad, considering he had more in March than I did on all those attacks. But we should have pulled out a little sooner. But the point is here is because, like, as you see, like my Boudica marches and things like that were getting hit hard, and they took a lot of damage, and that's why I'm not editing any of this, because you know, you'll see this, and then in a YouTube video, well, they'll just show you the ones that they win. Well, then you're like, oh yeah, that's the strongest one, that's not. The only reason why these marches here were winning, and just like whenever his marches were winning, he had more troops in his march, and then I have more troops in my march. Not to mention all the buffs that my Boudica is and my Joan was giving out to my armies around. So that's why I was able to do a lot more damage to this group here, and we had them surrounded as well. But that's why I'm not editing any of this out, because that's the reason why I'm sending these guys. It's to basically show you how the actual war works. You don't look at it report from report, you look at the whole thing. This is how a real war works. You look at the whole thing as a whole. See, I took quite a bit more losses than what I got, and that's because they were smart and they sat in cities and then reinforced. And then as soon as I came out of my placement, they all just collapsed on me, and that was all on me. But that's exactly what was wrong there. I'm gonna return. We just want to snipe him a little bit. And see, this is what they were doing. They were just sniping. But all in all, that was a pretty good battle. I don't see any actual dead. Do I have any dead? No, I don't actually have any dead. So yeah, I was definitely not stupid about that. Thank God. For a second there, I thought I was gonna have dead. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I wasn't thinking about how high my hospital cap was, but it's actually higher than what I was expecting it was. Give him some assistance.
I fight for my lost freedom and my outraged daughters. My enemies will choke on their own blood.
藤原の秀衡の恩は来衣川の立ち絵は今日多くて吉少なし。
And then here again, I had her out for supporting on my team. Eva caught her at the end by herself, but that's fine. Because I still got all this damage off. It's good. It's good, it's good. Biggs is still in this fight, but my thing is, like, I can't... I mean, I can set up my nukers, but they're gonna try to get to him before I can get to him. Watch, they're just gonna snipe me out. This is what they're gonna try to do. And I'm gonna try to snipe from this side. See? Boom. All of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn around now, since I only have one march and I have control of my march. Boom. And then I'm gonna go back to Biggs. I'm gonna reinforce Biggs because he came out. And that's how you do that. They snipe, you snipe. Dang, I beat him 3v1. That's not... Oh, they have less. Okay. So they sent less troops in each of their marches. That's why I was able to beat them 3v1. Even though they had the ×3 surrounding buff. However, if they would have stayed on me longer, they would have won. Because they have the ×3 surrounding buff. It's debuffing and buffing their army and debuffing mine. I like this little skirmish though. Nobody's hitting the cities. It's cool. Sweet.
Koromo川のさあ衣川の立ち絵は今日多くて吉少なし。
As you see, as soon as he brought out his moto, I said no. Because he's almost got it maxed, Richard and Charles, and his Southside moto is maxed. Bam. Mine's almost maxed, but CCO in our kingdom, he takes the cake on some cavalry. He's a boss. He's a boss of those calves. So on a 2v1 march, I have not a chance to beat him.
I fight for my lost freedom and my outraged
I'm actually going to
daughters.
send this group. Yeah, why not? Oh man. That's his Charles. He's also got that group over there, but I'm gonna actually... Another problem is getting back to my city. I guess they're not paying attention to me because Biggs is actually fighting over there on their territory. That was... Anyways, the reason why you don't want to go on somebody else's land is because they have all their buffs over there. Like if you're fighting them on their land, you're automatically at a disadvantage. Period. If you're on their territory, you're at a disadvantage. There's no doubt about it. Sweet. Now I do want to point out that if this was war, if this was a real war, and they were trying to actually kill us right now, this would be a dumb teleport. You would not want to do this, period. You do not want to come in here and TP right here. And the reason for that is, right now, the only positions we have to fight are through this alleyway to get to Biggs. Alright, so if this was real war, they could set a rally on him. The only way we can get there is through here. Now they can reinforce all these cities and just snipe us out before we even get to him to reinforce or to rally or do anything. Second, this area that he's in right here, I'm gonna have to buy more TPs, but I'm just gonna do this real quick. This area that he's in right here, you can't, there's no spots for you to TP into, and he's up against some territory or some landmarks, so you can't TP on it. There's literally nowhere for us to get to him. So if you are in a kingdom that, you know, this is it's a kingdom that they'll rally you, they'll hit your cities, you don't want to do this. Right now we're supposed to be at pretty much peace, so most city hitting hasn't happened. Most, I'd have to say. Some things have happened, but either way, yeah. So you wouldn't want to be in this area. I wouldn't want to be in this area. This is a bad TP on my part. But I already know and believe these guys aren't going to rally my city. So I feel that I am safe here. So we're still just having fun over here. Just skirmishing. I'm going to try a little bit of something different. Let me set this up over here.
살수의 일정으로 다시 태평이 오기를 고래. 我が宿命であろう。衣が今日
I fight for my lost freedom and my outraged daughters. We must conquer or die!
衣川の立ち今日
Now I want to try to focus down one group. Just like they want to try to focus down one group of mine. It's just me. Why are they leaving? Trying to get them to stay out here so we can actually have like a little skirmish so I can show you how the supports works, but this is basically what you want to do. You want to tank first, so your tank's taking all this damage, which isn't too bad. I'm actually not taking too bad of a loss here, but you're taking the tank damage, that way your support come in here and not take as much. As you see, this isn't a great setup, but it's great for supporting, and she didn't take a lot of damage, so that was awesome. And then my Moto CC should be the one wrecking shop, which is what he did. For the most part, he just did exactly what he was supposed to do. He wrecked shop. And again, that's why we want to put our tanks out first, and then our supports out first or second. Then we send out our nukes. Just like they're doing coming out of their cities, they're trying to make sure that they get out their tanks or whatever first, and then they're switching whenever I target their tanks, and they're putting out their nukers, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Supposed to be getting tanks out first. Now, see, I'm trying this, Sun Tzu, because I actually want to like try to get some AOE down on them, so I think that it's gonna help me in my battle. And then again, while our tanks take the damage, right now they are, so I'm good with that, so I'll leave it down on the field. But as soon as, see, now they're targeting my dome, so now I'm just going to come back and mess it. There's too many of them up, so I can't really like target separate marches, but they're coming into my zone, my support, so I don't want them focusing on my support. I want them doing exactly what they were doing earlier, and I want them to try to stay on my tank. My support still kick some booty, but that's what I want there. I want the focus to be on my Wuji. So I mean, they're actually playing this really smart. As you can tell, I'm just gonna keep sniping them out of my city
진지를 지키고
because I
자원을
can.
숨겨라. 진지를 지키고 자원을 숨겨라.藤原秀衡の恩は来世でな
See
ければ
about my Luigi versus Charles. So I have less troops, and he had 2 marches on it. But this is what I mean by this is how you know whenever you want to choose an epic over a legendary. As you see, Platt has some decent buffs on his infantry, but if he was to switch that Martel out with an Luigi, a maxed Luigi, he would do a lot better. Like quite a bit better. His Richard's okay, he can use his Richard, but if he would honestly just go Luigi or Incipio would be better if he has them maxed. It all depends on what his commanders are though. I mean that might be his best for infantry. But that's what I was I'm referred to in my commander video, how you would want to use your commander. Yeah, see, he has a maxed out Scipio. So what he should do, well, I guess he's trying to run a support team as well. But what he honestly should do, and Platt, if you're watching this video, what you honestly should do, bro, is put your Joan with a nuker so her support skills pop faster. And you need to go ahead and put your Scipio with your Richard, or if you have an Luigi that's maxed out, go Luigi Scipio until you get that Richard and Charles up a little bit more. That would be something I would say. But so far, I mean, they're playing all their tactics correct. I'm in a terrible strategic position here. But as I said earlier, you know, I TP'd in here knowing that I could get rallied, that I can have my city burned. But these guys aren't gonna do that. We have kingdom rules set in place that they have agreed upon. They're not gonna hit my city. I've already been assured that they won't hit my city. So no, I'm not. Well, you're retreating. I'm not retreating yet, Platt. I'm just regrouping, bud. I don't think I have enough resources to heal though. So let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of healing to do. So I need to actually chill. I have 107k. I'm halfway up to my healing cap. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tap out for now. Until I can get some resources. CBX, I appreciate the fights, appreciate the skirmish. Thanks for not rallying my boy Biggs over here. Biggs, you're a boss, dude. You're a thug. You're a G. Don't do that in war, though, please. You crazy little goon. I think some combat, well, not really war tactics, some combat tactics that you could be doing. Obviously, sniping out of your city, that's not something you want, like I was doing earlier. That's not technically sniping. You wanna, if you have cavalry, you definitely want to go in, hit them. That's why you've seen that I lost on some of them. You want to go in, hit them, and drop one skill. Like, alright. Let me see if I can't go back real quick and show you on Platt where I came out and I just sniped him a little bit. But it was unsuccessful. Like here, this was unsuccessful because I came out and I sniped him and I didn't let my first skill proc before I came back in. Now here, this was successful because I came out, I waited, I let my rage proc, I let my skill proc, boom, that's all my damage. And then CCO started coming in, his second army was here, and then CCO started coming in, so I went ahead and backed out. I bounced out, you know. So what you want to do when you're sniping out of your city is you want to make sure you definitely get that first proc off. Otherwise, there's not really any point of sniping them because you're gonna lose. You're not like you're not always gonna lose. I did snipe this guy's calves over here, but I mean that's just because my calves are a lot higher than his, and that's not really, you know, that's not really saying much. It's just, yeah, my calves are higher, cool. But if I would come out and I'd procced a skill on him, it would have really been devastating, and then I could have bounced right back out. But I mean, for the most part, they got me. I believe they actually got me on some of this. Well, on the overall battle, I believe they they took it home a little bit. But it was very nice, very fun. What can I say? It's just like Biggs over there. We had a 1 versus a whole group. I had my boy over here. A Roach. He was giving me some assistance. But I mean, we're outnumbered. This would be a perfect strategical advantage right here. If you were to have somebody come in like we just did and try to start fighting, if this was like a real war and somebody did do this to you, like I said earlier, this is a terrible position to come into, and they had taken the advantage of it by doing exactly what they did. They pinched us in. There's no way anybody can teleport anywhere over here to support us. If they wanted to, they have every opportunity to completely zero all three of us. And there's nothing we could possibly do about it. Our team wouldn't really be able to support us. It'd be too late. So, yeah, keep all that in mind whenever you do go into a war. This was just for skirmishes. This was not... We weren't expecting a war. We weren't expecting to get hit at city, so I was able to teleport here. But if this was wartime, this was not a skirmish. This is all out battling. This would be a terrible, 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 terrible position to teleport into. But anyways, this is your boy Skywalker OG from the Kingdom of Manoa, battling out with my boys at CBX. We're gonna go ahead and sign off here. I hope y'all have a great KE event, and everybody gets ready for the KVK. Let's go. Battlefield to ruin everything! As if Sissio was freaking almost maxed out Rich and Charles wasn't enough. Now we got himself out here with his T5. Just chilling. He's like, I dare you, come on. I dare you. Yeah, dude. I'm not. I promise. I'm out, bro. You got it.